Today, we're going to be going over the single most important thing that everybody overlooks, but the ones who actually focus on this fundamental area before they launch their ads see incredible success. And I can tell you right now that if you follow along this video, watch it from start to finish, you can go ahead, apply everything that we've taught today, and you will begin to see an increase in your ROAS and an increase in your click-through rate. And I'll show you why in this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so like the title of this video describes, today we're going to be going over the single most important thing that so many drop shippers, so many people that are building brands, all of these e-commerce business owners are overlooking. And this does tie into a few other industries as well too. It's not just e-commerce, but I'm telling you right now that if you focus on this area and you implement it into your advertising and into your overall marketing plan, you will see incredible results. Now, before we get on to today's video, I want to ask you guys to please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tons with the YouTube algorithm, and it also pushes this content to the homepage as well too, so that more people can see it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your guys' support. And now let's get right into that key topic today. So what is the single most important thing that I'm talking about today? Well, the single most important area that so many people overlook and so many people don't apply into their marketing or their advertising is building out a customer avatar. Now, what is a customer avatar for those of you who don't know? Basically what a customer avatar is, it's fundamental research on who your ideal prospect or ideal customer is and just really getting to understand them as a whole. Now, these key areas can dive into what their fears are, their frustrations, what excites them, what books they're into, literally everything. The goal of a customer avatar is to really deeply dive into the psychology of what makes your ideal customer tick. So then that way you can start to build out great marketing campaigns and great ads that can resonate with your audience deeply and then improve some of those metrics that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So where do you get started when you're actually looking to build a customer avatar? Because so many people get this wrong, even the ones who think that they're building out a customer avatar. There's actually a very simple way that you can begin diving into this area and really build out a thorough customer avatar so that you know who your audience is and then what makes them tick. Now, later on in this video, we're going to be going through my agency's actual customer avatar sheet. It allows us to build all the strategy behind all of our marketing campaigns and really build out effective resonating ads that land incredible ROAS with all of our clients' accounts. So the first thing that I recommend you doing when building out your customer avatar is going to your competitors' pages, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter, going to all their social media, going to their website, and viewing it at a content level. This is going to allow you to understand the age ranges, maybe the locations and demographics, the genders of people that you should also be targeting if you're working within the same niche. Now, it's also going to give you a lot of great ideas around content you should be focusing on and how you can put your own spin on it that aligns with your brand. Now, after you've gone ahead and done that and done some competitor research, you can now start to look into things like Google Trends, things like Facebook Insights, and start to see what sort of people are engaging with your industry, what people are shopping from it, what people are engaging from it, and what people just like to follow it just because they have an interest in it. Now, all those areas that I just covered are a really great place to start, and it doesn't really require you to even take notes or anything. It's just going to start to give you a little bit of inspiration on where you need to go and start to look for when building out your customer avatar. Now, what I want to do with you guys is dive into my computer and show you the exact document and strategy that my agency uses when building out our customer avatar for all of the clients that we work with. All right, so now we are in my computer, and this is the exact strategy document that my agency Pinnacle Media uses for all of our clients. And I'll tell you right now that when we started implementing this strategy document and this customer avatar into all of our clients' accounts and literally forcing them to fill out every single line within this document, we started seeing a massive improvement in their ROAS, in their click-through rate, in their CPM, literally everything. Because if you could imagine, if you really, truly understand who your ideal audience is, then it's going to become so easy for you to resonate with them when you're building out your ads, when you're targeting, and even when you're going into things like retargeting or building out your email campaigns. So although my agency only focuses on the paid traffic side, I'll tell you right now, this is going to help you significantly. So let's start right at the top. So as you can see here, some very general information about maybe who your customers are. Things like age range, genders, what their languages might be, locations, things like that. And you can imagine that for most people, your languages are going to be maybe, just English speaking. But some of you may actually be targeting places that actually speak multiple languages. So this is very, very important. And then the other side of things is locations. And a lot of people focus on like the big four, the big five, but there are some brands that do focus on shipping worldwide. So this is also a very good thing to keep in mind. And especially when you do get to the point where you are targeting and you're shipping worldwide, you're going to want to also make sure that your ads are actually touching on different languages and the languages that you are targeting for those locations. Now, let's get into some of the questions that we ask our clients about their brand and their customers. So as you can see here, we go through, what the customer might value, what activities they might participate in, and very key things like what do they fear, what excites them, and what frustrates them. This is all very, very important information, and really everything on this document is important. But as you can see here, we're just really trying to dive deep into understanding the psychology of that potential customer, right? Because think about it, when you're building out an ad campaign on maybe Facebook, you can touch on what the customer might potentially fear. And that goes with all industries, right? Every single person, every single consumer out there fears something within that industry, right? For example, if you're maybe working within the beauty industry, maybe a lot of your potential customers fear that the types of products that they're going to buy are going to be harmful to their skin. So if you understand that that's maybe a fear or a frustration of your potential customer, well, then you can be able to handle those objections and really start to form very well-written ads and creatives that land on that angle. So you can see what we're starting to do here, right? We're trying to build as much information on your potential audience member as possible so then we can take this information and build really effective angles, right? So from this document right here, once it's all filled in, what you're going to do is you're going to start to write down angles now. What are some things that you feel could resonate best using this information with your audience? So now once you have those angles all written out, and you're probably going to be able to write out probably like 15 to 20 different angles, and even through some research, whether, maybe you're trying to figure out and kind of lay out some statistic-based angles, it doesn't really matter, but you'll probably be able to build 15 to 20. And then with those angles, you can start to assemble all of your ad copy, and then you can even get into building out your creatives. Now, the one thing I do recommend is for anyone who, whether you're in dropshipping or building a big brand, it doesn't matter. I would always recommend have your products in-house. And the reason being is because when it comes to really filming good quality creatives, even though you could go to a lot of video editors who have stock images and have all these things that could help you with your videos, what really helps is if you just take your iPhone or take whatever phone you have. You don't need to have a crazy, high definition camera. An iPhone camera will work perfectly. But take videos and standstill videos of you, holding the product, showing it from different angles. Maybe if you're comfortable behind a camera, you can even take some images or a video of yourself giving a testimonial. It doesn't matter. As long as you're being able to create the sort of content around the angles that you've built and established through doing all of the research on this customer avatar sheet, that's when you're going to be able to build incredibly resonating ads that really deeply land with your audience. And I'm telling you right now, you will begin to see such a significant increase in your click-through rate. Honestly, you can probably expect like a 2 to 3x increase on your click-through rate just from building this out. You'll start to understand and really start to figure out, who you should be targeting because you've built all this out. So your CPM is going to drop significantly. And you're going to start to see that more people are just coming to your website. They're landing on your website. They're engaging with them more. They're spending more time on it and they're purchasing more, right? Because if your ads are resonating and they're landing deeply with your audience, it's just a no-brainer. They're going to purchase more. Now, of course, this does go without saying that you need to make sure that your landing page also resonates, right? Don't just think that this document or building out a customer avatar is purely just for ads, right? You need to take everything that you learn here and apply it into your whole customer acquisition journey. It's not just your advertising, but it's your overarching marketing campaigns, really, whether it's your emails, your ads, going to your landing page, it doesn't matter. This applies to literally your whole customer acquisition journey. So ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that video made a lot of sense for you. I know that a lot of people have been asking me, what is it that you guys do differently compared to the average advertiser or the average dropshipper? And the reason why my agency scales healthy e-commerce brands so significantly and so rapidly is because we focus on the fundamentals of marketing and advertising. We don't just jump right into ads whenever we onboard a new client. We sit down with them for about 5 to 7 days and we walk through things like a customer avatar, making sure that it's up to date. We walk through their landing pages, making sure that after we've built out that customer avatar and implemented a lot of information, done the research. Then we can go to their landing page and figure out, okay, does the information on here actually, again, resonate with your audience? Does it give them the information that your audience is going to want to know? So the biggest piece of advice I can give to you at the end of this video today is just always be taking into consideration what the customer wants. It doesn't matter what industry, what niche, what products you're selling. If you think about the end user and you think about what they're going to value the most, that is what's going to help you scale your business to new levels. So thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said at the beginning of this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tons with the YouTube algorithm. It supports me as a creator. It's a huge win-win for everybody. Now, I will be dropping more content on marketing and advertising topics, but don't hesitate to drop a comment below with more ideas that I can make more content around. I know that a lot of you guys have a lot of questions around areas like this, so as much value that I can provide to you is a huge win for me. Well, I don't want to take up more of your guys' time today. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.